we also have our editor-in-chief Wasbir Hussain with us, joining us live from the newsroom. So Wasbir, hectic campaigning comes to an end. So how do you sum up these weeks of campaigning in the two states of Meghalaya and Nagaland, Wasbir?
Yes, Priya, I will give my take on dates, but first let's quickly go to our Chief of Bureau, 𝗟𝗓𝗙 Das, standing by in 𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗘𝗖𝗧𝗜𝗢, and I will also go to our Assistant News Editor, 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗖𝗧𝗜𝗢,
Yes.
in Shillong. 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗖𝗧𝗜𝗢, can you hear me first of all, 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙?
Yes, Wasbir, I can hear you.
So campaigning has come to an end. The way Garo Hills is, everybody thinks that the Garo Hills is going to be the decisive factor in these elections. There is a tough war of words between the Sangmas, the Conrad Sangma and Mukul Sangma, and the BJP is also pitching in, trying to put up a tough fight. How was the campaign? What is the mood like right now?
Yes, Wasbir, it was weeks of hectic political campaigning by all the parties. In fact, we have seen high voltage campaign by all the parties, because in Meghalaya, this time we have seen that all the parties have decided to go solo. That means all the parties are putting their maximum efforts to bring in the magic numbers so that they can form a government or can be a kingmaker in forming the government. So in Meghalaya, we have seen that the NPP is going solo, the BJP is going solo, the Congress is going solo, the UDP is going solo. So all other parties are going solo. So all parties right now are focused on bringing that magic number so that they can form a government or be the kingmaker in forming the government. We have seen that Garo Hills has been the special focus of all the parties, because there are 24 seats in Garo Hills, and these 24 seats are going to be the deciding factor in who will form the next government in Meghalaya. Because we have seen TMC has brought in heavyweight star campaigners to Garo Hills, including Supremo Mamata Banerjee, General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee. Modi campaigned yesterday, Prime Minister of the Nation campaigned here, Union Home Minister Amit Shah was here. In fact, other top weight leaders like NEDA convener, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma also campaigned across Meghalaya. So we have seen, in fact, Rahul Gandhi was also here yesterday. So we have seen that all the parties are putting their maximum efforts to get that magic number. And as I have said, that since all the parties have decided to go solo, and that is the target that all parties are right now putting, that they should get the magic number or get that number so that they can be the kingmaker in forming the next government in Meghalaya.
Yes, 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗖𝗧𝗍𝗑𝗙𝗙𝗎, don't go away, stand by. I request all the reporters to stand by. Let me quickly go to 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, our assistant news editor standing by in Shillong. Aaron, campaigning has come to an end. You were with some of the candidates this morning. What did you see? Is there a lot of enthusiasm among the voters?
Right, Wasbir, you rightly pointed out there, rally and campaigns have stopped here in the state of Meghalaya. And if we're speaking of campaigns, the BJP did brought in their A-game here in the state, from the NEDA convener, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. And yesterday, we also saw the Prime Minister of the country, Shri Narendra Modi, who was here in the state to rally. The Congress this time was a little bit lukewarm, even though they did send Rahul Gandhi just towards the end. And when we talk about the regional parties like the UDP and others, they have also been campaigning and rallying across the state. And today the VPP even took out a rally in 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, which is just precisely 18 kilometers away from where we are. And I want to dwell a little bit on the regional parties, because they are key players here in the elections in the state of Meghalaya, and they will likely be key players again this time, because considering the fact that no party, big or small, in terms of regional party or national party, has an all-state presence or a cross-community presence. So, well, their reach is questionable. However, if they get 1 or 2 seats, that will make a lot of difference. Now, coming back to the mood here in Shillong, it looks very normal, just like any other day. And according to the CEO of Meghalaya, Mr. 𝗟𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, that we've spoken today, arrangements are in place, safety and security arrangements are there intact, and for now things look very prim and proper and right on track, but we will need to wait and watch. Wasbir.
Absolutely, absolutely, Aaron. Stand by. We have all our reporters on the ground. The only channel covering the Meghalaya and the Nagaland elections extensively. Northeast Live is the only channel. We have got reporters on the ground all across these two states. Right now, we are talking about 𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗖𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 is standing by in Shillong. Aaron is in Shillong. 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙 is, of course, in 𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗘𝗖𝗧𝗜𝗍𝗡 is in Dimapur. We'll also try to contact. I'll ask my producers to contact 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗦 at least by phone in Kohima. Now the point is, this is a very critical elections in the northeastern region ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Particularly the BJP is not wanting to take any chances. So what is significant in this election is that the BJP is contesting 20 seats in Nagaland. BJP is contesting 20 seats. They already hold 12 MLAs. They already had 12 MLAs in the outgoing assembly, and this time they want to increase their tally, and therefore they are contesting 20 seats. And the NDPP, their alliance partner, is contesting 40 seats. So that is the scenario in Nagaland. The NPF being the major opposition party, but they are contesting roughly about half of the 60 seats in the Nagaland assembly. Congress is also a player in Nagaland. If you go to Meghalaya, that is a multi-cornered contest. 5 major political parties, out of which 3, that is the NPP, BJP and the UDP, had tested power together. They were part of the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government in the last tenure. The only opposition party in the which is new to Meghalaya has been the Trinamool Congress, which is also contesting 57 seats. The NPP is contesting 57 seats. The BJP, surprisingly, is contesting all the 60 seats in Meghalaya. The UDP is contesting a large number of seats. The Congress also is contesting 60 seats in Meghalaya. That means, as 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙, our chief of bureau, has said, everybody is solo in Meghalaya, and it could be anybody's game at the end of the day. And of course, a regional party like the UDP could play a very big role. Now the Trinamool Congress cannot obviously align with the BJP, but the Trinamool Congress has its door. It can ally if they want to, or if the other side agrees with the UDP. So there are a lot of permutations and combinations that can come into play after the election results are out. So the big question is whether any of the political parties, that is the NPP, BJP, TMC, UDP or the Congress, will be able to get a clear majority on their own. That is the big question as far as Meghalaya is concerned. As far as Tripura is concerned, the elections have already been over. The voting is done. We are all waiting for the results. Let me go back once again to 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙𝗧𝗏 Das. 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙, unprecedented war of words this time we witnessed between the two Sangmas, that is Conrad Sangma and Mukul Sangma. Is it having an impact on the ground? Are people surprised?
Yes, that's right. In Garo Hills particularly, we have known that the politics is very, it's a politics of the gentleman. Never the politicians use harsh words or target each other personally. But this time we have seen that both the Sangmas, whether it be Conrad Sangma or Dr. Mukul Sangma, one is ex-chief minister, one is the present chief minister, who went ahead with war of words on each other's party, on each other families, because initially we have heard from Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. He targeted the TMC, saying that it's an outside party, it's a party of West Bengal, to which former Chief Minister, TMC leader Dr. Mukul Sangma replied that if other national parties can be outside party, why can't TMC be an outside party? It's not an outside party, it's a party of Meghalaya. In fact, he went on to say that by making such statements, Conrad Sangma has proved himself to be uncivilized and racial. That's a very harsh comment which has come in from
new. The war of words
former
is
chief minister.
War of words is yes, 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗙, war of words is something that is new in this election that we had witnessed. Now 𝗘𝗟𝗙𝗙𝗖𝗧𝗏, I'm coming to you, Aaron and 𝗘𝗟𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, one last time. But 𝗘𝗟𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, there has been a lot of violence reported, sporadic violence in different parts of Nagaland. Is it, does it dampen the mood, or do you think the situation is under control?
Yes, Wasbir. Definitely there were a lot of instances of political violence, pre-poll violence I should say, to put it in the right way. So there were a lot of pre-poll violence in the state of Nagaland, especially in Wokha district and in Mogokchung district. Now in other parts of the state, in other districts, there were some minor alterations or there were some minor issues, but no such big political violence erupted in or from other parts of the state. Now, if you look at what happened in Mogokchung district, a very unfortunate incident happened in Wokha district. There were injuries, people hospitalized, houses vandalized, and even properties damaged. So these are, you know, very shocking, very chilling, very worrisome trend. But
Right.
this is, again, not new in the state of Nagaland.
So-
You know, this has definitely
So-
not impacted or not
what are
dampened
the
mood
authorities,
of elections.
𝗡𝗢𝗦𝗧, what are the authorities telling you? Is tight security in place? Are they worried? Are the authorities confident that there will be free and fair elections?
Well, the authorities are trying as hard they could, but in some places where the authorities cannot be present at all times, there can be possibility of political violence as well.
Absolutely,
But the authorities
absolutely.
are undoubtedly, they are doing as much as they can. They are doing their best so that the election processes can be ensured, you know, free, smooth, and peaceful election processes can be ensured as of now.
Right. Now coming to you, Aaron, you know, there was this massive road show by the Prime Minister yesterday compared to the other political parties which went on largely on a door-to-door campaign. So this was a sharp contrast as far as the BJP was concerned. High-profile political leaders toward Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, and other parts. So do you think the BJP has left everybody behind as far as the campaigning is concerned?
Well, coming to the campaigning that the BJP did, yes, I would say they have gone way past other parties here in the state of Meghalaya. You saw they brought all the big guns, like I mentioned earlier, from the Union Home Minister to the NEDA convener, Dr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗏, to the Prime Minister himself. But then we have to wait and watch because, Wasbir, they are trying to strengthen their base here in Meghalaya. And we would need to ask ourselves a question is, what does the BJP have in common with the people of Meghalaya? Will all the campaigning and rallies be vote catchers for them? That we will need to wait and watch, because if you see the new entry, the TMC, that has also taken massive rallies, okay? Whether it's in the 𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗏 region or whether it's in Garo region. So they have done their bit. But then, like I said, everybody is confident that they will get that magic number. They are talking
Absolutely.
about achieving that 31 mark plus number and form the government absolutely on their own. But then, like we said, Meghalaya has not seen that happen till now because it's always been a fractured
Absolutely.
mandate. So we would need to wait and watch.
Absolutely,
Wasbir.
we'll need to wait and watch. Finally,
Wasbir, we also have 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗖𝗓𝗏 over the phone line.
we'll go to 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗖𝗓𝗏 in a while, but Joydeep, coming to you, you know, you see the number of youths are very high in Meghalaya. One estimate says that, some estimates say that 70% of the voters are young people. So what is the sense you are getting on the ground? Do you think the youths are going to play a decisive role in electing candidates? Joydeep.
All right, Wasbir, we have lost our connection.
Okay, we have
with
lost the
Joy-
connection.
yes.
We have lost the connection with Joydeep. We'll try to reconnect with him. But let me go to Kohima, where I'm joined by our correspondent 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏. Sarah, campaigning has come to an end, Sarah. What is the mood on the ground? How is the security situation? You have been talking to officials. What are they saying?
All right, our line got disconnected with 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗧𝗏 as well. We have our Joydeep Hazarika right now connected with us.
Okay, Joydeep is back with us. Joydeep, there are some estimates that say that 70% of the electorate in Meghalaya are young people. So do you think, what is the mood on the ground? Do you get a sense that these young people, the 70% young electorate, they are going to be the decisive factor?
Absolutely, Wasbir. This time, young voters will be playing a major role. In fact, tomorrow, in fact, on the voting day, we will try and catch up with some young voters, including many of them who will be first-time voters. This is being seen in the elections this time that the youth of Meghalaya, they want a clean and corruption-free government. Now, the last 5 years under the Comrade 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏 government, there were several allegations of corruption and mismanagement of funds, even from allies of the NPP, like the UDP and the BJP. So, in that regard, the issue
Youths can
of
play a
corruption,
dec-
the issue
decisive
of
role.
clean government
Right.
is something.
Right. Thank you, Joydeep, for the moment.